horrible.
Good morning, everybody. What are you doing? So I have the boys with me.
Because there's moss.
I actually slept kind of late because Jason had a really bad headache last night. We were up at like 6 o'clock. Actually, we're up from like 4:30 to like 6 because he had a really bad headache and we're trying to help him get rid of it. So he didn't even go to bed till like 6:30. So he's really tired. So we're trying to keep quiet. Meanwhile, Moss is playing acrobatics. She's gone now, but she was just on that ledge right there.
I think she was trying to get into this window.
Scaring the heck out of me because you guys open the window.
Okay, that's because she was down there. She was over there, and we wanted to say hi to her, and she saw us, and she started walking closer.
Well,
so she ended up being like right beneath us, and then she was trying to get up to this window, so she decided, how do you even get up to that?
How'd she
From
know
the
that
other
was up
side.
there?
She gets up from the other side.
Oh, the other side of the house.
Okay, that side one actually goes up to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the other side actually goes to this place, and then
Yeah.
this one doesn't actually really.
Anyway, enter. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Anyway, good morning, everybody. How are you today? I'm doing really good. I hope you are too. We're doing great, hanging in there, keeping ourselves healthy.
There's pollen between my toes.
So Jesse, okay guys, you've got to see this. This is, so it doesn't see it that good on here, but we have pollen apocalypse out here. So, okay, so you want to see how bad it is? Okay, see my table? Watch this. This is what it should look like. And that's what the pollen is doing. It is everywhere. And it is so thick. This here I need to wash. That's why I have it out here. But it is everywhere. And it's all over. And then when you walk on it, it gets all over your feet. So I think this is the culprit. And this is what's causing Jason's headaches. So there's our cat. There she is. She just came from over there. She climbs on that ledge over there. You coming in, Moss? You coming in? You coming in? Because I'm closing this. It's cold. Come in. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm going to close it. I'm closing it because it is cold. And when you open this just so much, it's like a suction and it'll actually blow cold air at you. So sometimes if I have anxiety and it's chilly out, I'm having an anxiety attack, I'll open that door like just this much and just like stick my nose and my mouth out there and I'll breathe in the cold air. And because sometimes when I get an anxiety attack, my heart races. Like it's not unusual for my heart to be beating at 120, 130, which is very scary. But for some reason it helps bring it down and then I can calm my anxiety. I don't know. Problems. We all have them. Best we can do is just try to work through them. But anxiety is probably one of my biggest problems. Yeah. And this day and age is not good for anxiety. I'm actually quite happy with myself getting through this without having extreme anxiety attacks, because I have anxiety on a normal basis, and this whole situation, I would have thought my anxiety would be more, but I'm actually doing pretty good dealing with it all, so I got that going for me. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Let me know what you guys are up to. Staying safe, hopefully. And keeping yourself healthy. That's all we can do right now, right? All right, I'm going to go talk to these guys. Good morning, Jay.
Hi.
How are you today?
Good.
Yeah, working on some more stuff. Transitive and intransitive. I can't even say that word. So these guys are working on school work. We've actually been taking it easy. It's been really hard to focus right now. Oh my God, I can see out by the pool. And then if you look over there, like that right there, you can see the pollen. It doesn't show up so good on the camera, but in person you can actually see how much pollen is out there. Have to keep Jason inside. Hey, bud.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
What are you doing? What did you do? You're not supposed to brush your forehead. Give me this. Well, you're not supposed to brush your forehead, silly face. There. Now we'll get you all nice and combed. There. I got you looking all pretty now. Is this camera got a smudge on it? Oh yeah, that's better. There she is. Hey girl. And this one here. What are you doing, Ender? What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah? Oh yeah, that's annoying. That's annoying. Hey Andrew, can we trade, come here. Can we trade that for something else? Here, come here. Come here, Andrew. Grab that. Just put it up on the counter until after Jason wakes up. See if we can get him something. Sorry guys, I'm just taking you along with me. Do we have any birds out there right now? So we had some rice that was older and was going bad. So, oh yeah, there they are. So I put some rice out there. Instead of throwing it away, I spread it out there. Oh yeah, we got some little birds eating it up. Good, good. Yeah, I was gonna toss it. And I was like, oh, I'm not gonna toss it. No, I'm not letting you out there, Moss, because you're gonna eat the birdies. So yeah, oh yeah, you can see little birds out there getting the rice. Oh, that looks like the female cardinal. But like, yeah, I'm so happy it didn't go to waste. Hey, bud. Yeah, you want to go out there? I'm not letting you out this door because the birds are out there eating. Okay? Do you want me to, would you like a... So my camera filled up. Jayden had to go through and delete a bunch of things for me so I could do some more vlogging. So I just put up our video. I'd been posting a video every day, which I hadn't been doing for a while because YouTube just didn't seem to care for that whole thing. The algorithm wasn't favoring that. But during this time, I was like, you know what? It's probably a good idea to upload every day. But I forget how hard it is. We did it for like 5 years straight. Every single day, we posted a vlog for 5 years straight. How in the heck did I do that? I have no idea. But yeah, it's hard. Like I sat here today and I was like, I gotta put up a video. And then I'm like panicking because I usually have like a week's worth of videos, just sitting there waiting to be uploaded. And the one I uploaded today was from like 2 days ago. And it scares me not to have any footage to upload. Eek. So anyway, just reading a note from YouTube. There were, about the COVID-19 thing. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I'm happy to say that I just uploaded another video. Today is Tuesday, March 24th. And so I just uploaded another video for you guys. And I hope that, I can bring some peace. I need to get some hair dye. What? I wonder if I can order some. I wonder if I can put it in Instacart. But yeah, I need hair dye. It's funny because this is fine. It's just all underneath is where you can see the grays. I'm getting old, y'all. Old. I'll tell you what, this whole experience is going to put some years on me, that's for sure. Drinking some cherry Coke. I just had a tuna fish sandwich and potato chips. It's a little after 3. The boys finished up their schoolwork, had some lunch, and I think they were reading the last time. They said they were going to go read, so. Well, it's funny because Maddie, their nephew, he lives in Massachusetts. and he normally goes to school, but obviously schools are shut down, and he knows the rule, but the boys don't have any electronics until 3 p.m. Now this is a rule. I say rule, but very loosely. Back when the boys were 9, there's a lot of video games being played, a lot of, YouTube watching, by myself too. And when we decided to homeschool, they both agreed that they didn't want to sit around and play video games all day because they wanted to homeschool. And so I said, well, then we need to come up with a plan. And the boys actually came up with this idea not to have video games during the day until 3 p.m. And this is kind of based off, when they went to school and what time they would come home. But they started this when they were 9 years old. We went from homeschooling to sort of unschooling. The whole homeschool, we used to get up at 7 a.m. and we would eat breakfast. I would get up at 7 because I had a little boy that I used to babysit, Thomas. I would get up at 7. Thomas would come over, and then I would wake the boys up at 8. And by 9 o'clock we would do schoolwork, and then by 3 o'clock we were done. That worked out okay for like the first few months of 4th grade, but then it just started becoming stressful and we weren't enjoying it as much as I had wanted to. So I started doing some research, and that's when I came across unschooling. And that kind of resonated with me a lot. And I was like, okay, I get this whole unschooling thing. So we did a lot of that. We just kind of like tossed the books aside and said, you know what? We're going to live through life and we're going to unschool. If you don't know what unschooling is, it's really kind of hard to explain. It's basically a way to homeschool where you're not tied to a curriculum, a routine, a schedule. There's also radical unschooling where parents don't control their children whatsoever. They don't control bedtime, screen time, what they eat, when they eat. I want to say, and it's not just me, this is something, I always ask the input of the boys. And I ask them what they want to do. If ever there's a time where they say, because we are doing a lot of schoolwork now, only because they entered the high school years and they want to get a high school diploma and they want to have a transcript for college. And I leave that up to them. It's like, okay, here's what I have planned for you today. You can do it or you cannot do it. Like, I'm not going to sit there. I mean, they're 15 years old. I'm not going to sit there and force them to do schoolwork. A lot of people might not agree with this. I don't care. This is how we do things, and it works for us. There's never a day where the boys say, no, we don't want to do schoolwork, when I have it planned for them. There are days where I'll say, you know what, guys, you're not really doing the schoolwork that I had put out, that I had put aside for you, so why don't you guys go find something else to do? And they're usually like, okay, and then they'll go and they'll find something else to do. They'll go down to the music room. And even if I say to them, hey, you know what, guys? It's 2 o'clock. Why don't you guys, you guys have either done their schoolwork or not did their schoolwork, but I know that we're pretty much done for the day. So why don't you guys go upstairs? You guys can, go play your video games or something. And they'll be like, but Mom, it's not 3. Like, it's fine. You guys are okay. You did what you had to do, or we're not really doing much today. Just go ahead and go play your video games. Mom, it's not 3 o'clock. We'll go read. So they're the ones. Why is this coloring going weird? So they're the ones who are sticklers for the 3 o'clock rule, not me. And you can ask them that, and they'll be like, "No, they made this rule, and they stick to it, and they're rule sticklers. Like they're rule. Why? How would you say that? They're law-abiding citizens. Like they do not like they don't like the idea of doing something they're not supposed to do. They're very, very proper like that. They don't like to call people names. They don't talk bad about people. They're very, very mindful of hurting people's feelings. Really good kids. I don't know, how did I get them? I don't even know. Because if you met me in person, you know, I can be smart mouth. But yeah, they're really good kids. Trust me, they are. I'm not just saying that because I'm their mom. If you've met them, you will know. You'd be like, no, she's actually right. They're better than I am. So anyway, so we have this 3 o'clock thing. And Maddie knows 3 o'clock. You cannot call the boys before 3. Exactly 3 o'clock, our Alexa starts going. Call from Maddie. So yeah, that's what's going on. So Maddie is talking to the boys. I don't know if the boys are playing games yet. It's like 3:30. I don't know what they're doing. I got the hiccups from this. But yeah, unschooling versus homeschooling versus public schooling. It's all very interesting. You never realize there's so many ways to educate your children. I think a lot of people are realizing that now, though. Now that they're being forced into kind of homeschooling their kids because schools are out. And I've actually had people come to me and say, hey, this is actually kind of cool. I can do this. And so maybe, just maybe, some parents will actually not send their kids back to school when this thing is over. I don't know. Maybe next year, you know, take the summer to think about it. Maybe next year do some homeschooling. Could be. I had a lot of parents that were really panicked about it, and they were like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, and my kids won't listen to me. And you'd be surprised. You'd be really surprised. I mean, at the point that Jayden started homeschooling, I mean, I'll be truthful with you guys. School was not good for Jayden. They did bring him a long way. They did what they could to help him. But Jayden had very severe behavioral problems in school and actually was expelled a few times when he was 5 years old. We didn't know exactly what was going on. He was diagnosed with pervasive development disorder. It's basically autism, but I very rarely call it that. He has his quirks. He's very quirky. He does have things. And if you talk to him, a lot of people have pointed it out just from watching the videos too. I've had so many people message me, you know, say, is Jayden autistic? Because he seems like he might be. And other autistic people can point it out really quick. They're like, hey, because they're a lot like him. So school was rough for him. They had some great programs that he was in, and I'm so grateful to the people that worked with him. But in the end, I knew he was in 4th grade, and he'd gotten expelled, expelled for the rest of the year. And they had warned me that, you know, the next year, if he continued the way he was going, they were going to call the police, and the police would take him away. And as a mom, that terrified me. Like, he's this big. Like, he was this little, 40-pound, just little tiny guy. Like, he was so tiny. You're gonna call the police on him? Come on. So I knew what I had to do. And I told the school that. And I had some people that were like, oh, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. But then the people who worked closely with him were like, no, you're fine. You do what you have to do. Even his principal came up to me and she said, you know what? Don't worry about all the school work. Take some time, get him to where he needs to be, enjoy him. Go outside, learn from nature. And that's what I did. I mean, I took her word and we did that. We did a lot of, soul searching and then I'll tell you guys, within 6 months, he was a completely different kid. People who met him after, seeing his explosive behaviors, which is pretty scary. Like he became pretty explosive. Destroying things. He would totally wipe things out. We'd be out at a store and he would just totally clear shelves off, but all over the floor. I don't want to say it was embarrassing. It was hurtful. I was never embarrassed about his behaviors. I was hurt by them because I knew people were looking at me and they were looking at him and they were judging what was going on. They were thinking what a bad parent I was, and what a bad kid he was. And I knew neither was true. I knew I was a good parent. I knew he was a good kid. He just needed help, and I needed help. And so we got the help that we needed. We had therapists and counselors. We got the help we needed. I learned everything that I could learn, and I helped him. And I'm so grateful, so grateful that I had the idea, like, you know what? I know what he needs. He needs me. So I was able to bring him to that spot. And if you met him now, you'd never, ever imagine that these behaviors, that he was even capable of those behaviors. Never imagine it. But he's a really good kid. And I pat myself on the shoulder for doing what I needed to do and bringing him to where he needed to be. And so that's why, you know, if you're in a situation and you just get the gut feeling that what you're doing is not working and what the public school was doing with him was not working. Some of it worked, but some of it didn't. And they admitted to me, we don't have the resources to help your son. And I did. I had myself and my brain and the ability to learn what he needed to get him to where he needed to be. Sometimes Jayden and I will talk about, you know, back when he was little, and a lot of things he doesn't remember. Maybe he doesn't want to remember, and some things he does remember. I know Jesse remembers a lot. But he's kind of, he might be even a little embarrassed, you know, by his behaviors back then, because, gosh, now he would just be devastated if he lost his temper and wasn't able to control, you know, himself. But once in a while, he still does. Once in a while, you know, I'll hear something upstairs and I'll be like, oh no. And something will have happened. And he will, you know, he'll have a momentary lapse of control, but he's able to gain it back again. But anyway, that's Jayden's story. I don't really talk about it a whole lot. But, you know, that's a story, and it's a happy ending, though. And that's what's the important part of this is a happy ending. And that's how we started our homeschooling journey, is because it was something that I had to do for him. I know I'm touching my face and they say not to, but I haven't been anywhere in like 2 weeks. But yeah, so homeschooling. So there's public school, there's homeschool, there's unschool. Any one of those is great if that's what works for your family. Public schools are great. You know, lots of children thrive, love school. I know my granddaughters do. Homeschooling is great. Lots of great curriculums out there. Unschooling is good too. If that's what your family wants to do, then do that. I know a family of unschoolers that they travel all the time. They're road schoolers, and it's wonderful. The education they're getting is based off of their environment, and that's great. That's really great. So anyway, that's the story, and that's why at 3 o'clock Maddie calls. He knows not to call before that. But again, it's a rule that the boys made long ago. It's up to them whether they follow it or not. I don't care. If they, you know, if Jayden comes down one morning and he's like, yeah, I feel like playing video games all day today. And I'll say, you know what? If that's what you want to do, you can do that. But he won't. Same thing with schoolwork. You know, if he has schoolwork to do and, you know, and he's getting frustrated, I'll say, well, you don't have to do it. And he'll walk away. But he'll usually come down at some point and be like, all right, I'll do it. But yeah. So anyway, I hope you guys are all doing good. Hope you're hanging in there, doing what you gotta do. Drinking my soda. Trying to stay away from the news. what's going on right now. I'm not going to talk about it. I don't talk about politics or religion on my channel. But I can't watch the news right now. Because it's stressing me out. It's not making me anxious. Anxiety, it's worrying me. I'm very worried. I'm very concerned. And so yeah, I just have to turn it off. And then also Facebook, I mean, I'm on there. Try not to fight with everybody. Yeah. Playing some Roblox. Roblox is very calming and soothing, and I need that right now. I think we all do. So find something that calms and soothes you and get your mind off everything that's going on, whether it's reading a book, watching a movie, watch a comedy, watch my vlogs, since I'm doing it every day. Trying to. I can't promise you, but I'm going to try to do it. I'd like to do a live stream at some point too. I know you guys would probably like that too. So hopefully, maybe by the time you watch this, I'll have done a live stream. I don't know. But anyway, take care, guys. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Hey, girl. She was just had her paws on my shoulders, and she was like going like this, and I was like, oh, that feels so good. Really? Never fails, guys. Never fails. Good afternoon, guys. Anyway, listening to the White House and also making some chicken nuggets and fries for the boys. So, okay, Google, broadcast dinner time.
Okay, broadcasting now.
Yeah, I just made some chicken nuggies and some french fries. I hope the fries are done. I gotta put some salt on them. The boys actually like salt. It's funny because they don't really like a whole lot, but they do like salt. So I'm gonna salt these up for them and feed them. I didn't really eat a whole lot for dinner. I don't know. Just don't know what to make. I'm not used to this. I'm used to just going out to eat whenever I get hungry. This really sucks. I just want to go to a restaurant, you know? I know you can get order out, but I don't want to. Those are hot. All right. Talk to you guys in a bit. Hey, did you do some shopping? So we used, what was it that we used? Instacart. So we had somebody do our shopping. Jason is using shopping bags to grab the shopping. Did you get them all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doors open still.
Okay. Yeah, the dogs have left. I do apologize if you guys hear the TV in the background all the time. We usually have CNN going on or some news station just because we like to keep on top of what's happening. Look at that. Look at that tree. Beautiful. But yeah, so I apologize. I generally usually like to shut the TV up before I pick up the camera. But like I said, we very rarely watch TV. This is the most we've watched TV in years. But only because, like I said, we're just trying to be updated on what's going on out there with this whole thing. But yeah. And hey guys.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
What are we waiting for? Oh. Jesse?
He's gonna say this.
Look at the light. Look at the light. What are you doing?
Hi.
Hi. Brushing the tiffetiffs?
Yeah.
Yeah? I never come in this bathroom. Very rarely come in this bathroom. But, yeah. Hello. I love your huge mirror in here. Oh, hi. Oh, look at me. I'm all red, white, and blue.
America.
Miss America, thank you. Aw, and Jesse just called me Miss America. Here she comes, Miss America. Bless you. Anyway, so Jess, we're saying goodnight. So,
Good night, bye.
no, Jayden can do the thing. So if you like this video,
Do a big thumbs up. Wait.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so
If you like the video, like the video. If you like the channel,
don't forget to subscribe.
subscribe. And we'll see everybody later.
Bye.
Brush your teeth today. Then you can wash Corona away. Good night. Good night, yeah. Good night, Jayden. Good night, Ender.
Good night.
Good night, Jayden. We're going out? All right, let's go.